this is the losers podcast this week.
Exactly. Just
This is the Cancun podcast. Yes. There we go.
Cancun, let's do it, bro.
Yeah.
Cancun
1, 2, 3,
podcast is
Cancun, bro.
That's
Cancun
tough.
sucks ass, bro. Fuck that.
I got ice in my veins. Walk like a champion, champion, champion. I'm so cold-blooded, I fear nobody. Ain't no letting down, I won't let you down. 'Cause I got ice in my veins. I talk like a champion, like a champion. I'm so cold-blooded, I'm so cold-blooded. I fear nobody, I fear nobody. I walk like a champion.
Speaking of coaches, your coach has won Coach of the Year.
Yes.
This was also
Congrats.
my pick. Yes, go ahead.
はいみんな拍手拍手パチパチパチパチ
Yes.
パチ
Ruben, you can't hear what I just pressed, but it was basically.
Yeah, it's a clap.
Damn it.
Yeah, I know. It's
We'll
all
get there,
One
we'll
day,
get there.
One day. So I mean, damn. I guess it's time for me to hop on my soapbox and talk about the season that was the New York Knicks. I've been pretty consistent about this all year. First and foremost, Tibbs, Coach of the Year. Yeah, I said it, man. I said it, yo. Tibbs, real life, he deserved to win, bro. All respect to Monty Williams, Chris Snyder, bro. The Knicks was ass last year, bro. We might have won like 19 games or something like that. We won 41 games, bro. 10 games over 500. You can't beat that. You know what I'm saying? With no expectations. But I said it all year, though. I really did say it all year. Ask John, ask JT. The expectation going into year was, do we have a coach? That question is answered. Is RJ better? Is RJ Barrett getting better? That question is answered. And everything after that was a plus for me. In the grand scheme of things, this team overachieved way more than it should have. Us being a 4 seed and as being objective as objectively as possible, it was fluky. And I can say that because I went into the Hawks series feeling very confident and we got humbled. But
Me too.
And I also feel like this Hawks team was supremely underrated going into the playoffs because regardless of what you want to say about Nate McMillan, whatever you want to say about Trae Young, who is a phenomenal player. I got nothing bad to say about Trae Young. Whoever spit on him in the Garden, you need to go fall off a fucking cliff because that shit is corny. You don't fucking do that to players, bro. That's
Panorama?
Yeah, bro. Like that's just fucking wild, bro. He's a fucking pussy. But the one thing that I learned about this series, and you guys kind of talked about it, is having solid role players, yo. Having Bogdanovic, having Gallinari, who I absolutely despise and I hate, and having
legend, bro.
Yeah, exactly right. Having niggas that can score on your team is necessary. Having young dudes that can play defense is also necessary. But when you're a Hawks team that has Trae Young as your superstar, followed by Gallinari, followed by Clint Capella getting rebounds and basically like doing everything else.
Clint Capella averages 17 and 17 against the Knicks.
Yep.
Yeah.
Having Bogdanovic fucking just go out there and hoop, having Kevin Huerter as your knockdown shooter, having DeAndre Hunter as your 3-and-D guy, not even to mention John Collins, who didn't even really have that great of a series. It's gonna be tough to beat when your 3rd, 4th, 5th best players are Alec Burke, Reggie Bullock, and Emmanuel Quickly. And I think that's just what it said. But this team is getting better. We're a young team, and outside of those role players that I just named, Quickly is gonna be a really good player in this league. I think RJ has all-star potential. While Julius didn't play well in the series, the stats on this season said it for himself. He's the most improved player, and on top of that, like he needs help. I'm not saying that he had a great series. He shit the bed, if I'm being quite frank. He didn't have a great series. But, it's Julius Randle at the end of the day. Like, how do you expect Julius Randle to outshoot Trae Young, Kevin Huerter, the rest of these dudes?
Yeah.
So it's no excuses on that end. We just simply got outplayed. The Hawks are a really good team. And Nate McMillan, he definitely needed that for his legacy, whatever legacy he has. And Tibbs, I said it. Like, he deserved Coach of the Year. I didn't think he was gonna win just because best team with the best record. But it's the same thing with when Aaron Boone didn't win Coach of the Year a couple years ago, Manager of the Year a couple years ago when he had the most wins in the league. So shit happens like that sometimes. So I'm very happy. And this team overachieved. We got nothing to be ashamed of. We're just gonna continue getting better, hopefully. So
With the Tibbs thing.
Yeah.
I know they asked Chris Paul after their game 1 win about Monty not getting it and stuff like that. I'm not going to say Monty didn't deserve it, but at the end of the day, when you trade for Chris Paul your expectations are high, right?
Yeah.
When you go win now, you should do well. I'm not going to say as well. I'm not going to say number 2 in the West, but you should do well. At the end of the day, Tom Thibodeau was given pieces from the scrap heap to work with and turned them into a 4 seed. You have to give it to him. All credit to Monty, but at the end of the day, I think, and Monty got the coach's vote, which is cool, the peer vote. That's awesome. But at the end of the day, what Tom Thibodeau did, very few people, if any, could have done it.
Yeah. And I think this is probably for myself. This will probably be one of the most memorable Knicks seasons I've ever had because there was no expectations going to the series. I mean, into the season. We had no stars or superstars coming into the season, and we left with a star, a really good player, and growing talent. And I know that we have a head coach now. So now it's on the front office. Now it's on your boy Worldwide West. It's on
Leon
Rose to really like figure it out, to get this team some talent and really figure out what's necessary. Because if you ask me, like, the defense is gonna be there. We're gonna have people that's gonna play defense. That's not what's gonna be hard to find. It's about finding a true either number 1 or number 2 to complement whatever's going down on the Knicks. So I said that a really good fit for the Knicks would be a guy like Colin Sexton. I think that if we can make a trade for him happen,
I've seen a lot of talk about that as well.
I think that would be amazing because I don't think he'll be the number 1 scorer on the Knicks, but I think he would be a really good player. I think he would contribute. I think he's a guy that has the potential to give you 20 a game and give you a bucket when you need it.
So a lot of things I was seeing with the Colin Sexton thing is he's learned to play off ball.
Yes.
Because he's had to play with Darius Garland, learn to play off ball, an improved shooter. And also, he's someone that would fit well in a Tibbs system. Yeah. So he may be available. I also think that's a great piece that would fit. Now, again, he doesn't need to be the best, but giving someone like that, it would be a great pick-me-up. The other person is, I think we can all agree the Clippers are not going to win the West. I know you felt whoever won the Mavs series. I feel confidently that there's just too much inconsistency there.
I'm still pretty confident in that.
There's too much inconsistency there for me.
Yeah, that's valid. That's valid. I can't disagree.
That when the Clippers lose, if they win, awesome. Like I said, I have no issue being proven wrong. I think when the Clippers lose, I think Kawhi should go to New York. I think. To me, that I feel like is the best fit. It allows him to still go out and party and do what he want and be emotionless in the strip club.
Kawhi?
Yeah. Bro, you didn't see the video of Kawhi in the strip club?
Yeah, okay.
But so part of the reason why he went to LA was he wanted to be in a more marketable city. Right?
Bro.
It's New York. But my thing is I think he's just a great fit for that team. That way you move RJ to the 2. You have Kawhi who could do it all. You have Julius. He's in New York. He'll get all the money he wants, so he could pay his uncle. So at the end of the day, I think New York is a great fit for Kawhi.
I wouldn't mind Kawhi, but go ahead.
Kawhi would be great in theory, but the only thing
the
is
East
that
is for taking.
No, yeah, the East is fucking yeah. But the thing for me and Kawhi is that Kawhi wants to be in LA, as far as I know. You know, like he wants to be close to home. He's already won his he's already won a couple of championships. Like what the fuck? Like if I were Kawhi, which I feel like I'm more close to Kawhi than most of the NBA players in the league. I would just want to stay home, bro. Like if I would have won a championship, if I'm just trying to fucking chill for like the rest of my
game
career, bro. Like I'm going to where I am. Like if I already won a championship in Toronto and in San Antonio, I'm fucking going home and just chilling. You know, like
I get that.
Like anything above that is like a gravy, is a cherry on top. But you know, like but it is interesting to see like the idea of Kawhi going to New York only because I haven't seen it, and I think that Kawhi could probably do what he does best in almost any circumstance. You know, like that could be a good fit in the long run. I don't know if Kawhi is like, hey, like fuck this Clippers team. You know, like I almost feel like Kawhi could be like, okay, fuck this Clippers team. I'm going to Lakers. You know, like I don't know, like
the way Rondo was yelling at him.
Bro,
Game
like,
5.
That shit was so funny, bro. I was like, fuck yeah, do that shit anyway. But I don't know, bro. It could happen in either way, but
Yeah.
that is a very interesting concept. Like going forward, like hey, like the Knicks are good. Obviously, they have good pieces around them. You know, like
Yep.
obviously you'd either have to obviously Kawhi would have to like opt in, opt out, whatever the fuck. And on top
Yeah, I
of
think
that,
he needs to opt out.
opt out, and obviously, but okay, like what are you guys willing to give up in order for me to come in? You know, stuff like that. You know,
Right.
like
Well, they could give up whatever they want. All they got is cap room and young pieces, bro.
That's
They
true,
don't
that's
have no
true, that's true.
long-term contracts.
That's true. Like they have like
Yeah.
what, like 50, like
The
50
longest- the
million?
long- Julius Randle is
and
the
Reggie
biggest-
Bullock. I
yeah.
think those are the only two people who are like
That's fucking
they're
hilarious.
free agents at the end of
That's
next year.
fucking hilarious,
Bro,
but-
like when I tell you it's us, and I think the
Everyone else is
Timberwolves. No,
rookie-
not even the
rookie deals.
Timberwolves because they got Cats joint. But I think it's us two that have the most. Or maybe no, actually I lied.
That's so
It's us in
fucking
Detroit.
funny.
Us in Detroit have the most.
Detroit? Nah, bro. If I'm a fucking free agent, I'm going to fucking New York.
No.
bro.
I'm just saying
Yeah.
the teams that have the most fucking cap room.
I know. I'm
That's-
saying though, if I'm those two teams, if I'm a player opting between like
Yeah.
Detroit and New York, bro, I'm going to New York, bro.
Yeah.
Listen,
That's fucking New
Kawhi,
York.
Julius Randle, RJ Barrett, and whoever else you put around, that is the top three
That,
seed
yeah,
East.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Should be.
Oh,
In
easy,
theory.
dude.
Yeah.
Top 4,
In theory.
top 3, easy, bro.
In
Like,
theory, the top.
In theory,
the East is very top heavy. So
Yeah.
so that's
bro.
what I'm saying. But like I said, bro, I got nothing. I like outside of us shitting the bed in the playoffs, bro. Listen, we brought the Garden back. We brought the energy. New York was buzzing for that 1 week that everybody became a Knicks fan
Hey,
again.
that was
and
fun as fuck though, dude. Like
yeah,
even like Trey Young being like, oh, like, and shout out to my
Villain
fiance. shout out to my fiance to be like, oh, that's a Broadway thing, and I was like, oh, okay. You know, when she was like,
oh, you didn't
like,
understand where he took a bow.
I was okay,
Oh,
I
wow.
got it kind of, and I was like, oh, okay, like
Mhm.
that
Honestly,
makes sense.
that was great. That was
Yeah.
premeditated, and I loved it.
yeah.
Definitely
like,
was premeditated.
I was like, that makes sense, like in my head, but I was like, no, like my fiance was like, no, like this is like a Broadway thing. This is like serious. And I was like,
Yeah.
okay, that's cool. Like, you know,
Yeah,
I
no.
was like, that's
Bro.
cool. So
I think one of the other thing we both have in common outside of getting bounced in the first round is that these were very like formative years for our franchises in the sense
Yes.
of that now going into
Yeah.
free agency for the next 2 years,
Mhm.
we're actual destinations.
Yep.
Because Luka did it again in the playoffs to show, and people wanted to play him after last season, but after this season, and like just seeing what he did, and it's just like, yo, like you're gonna want, if you're a superstar or not even a superstar, just a normal star,
Mhm.
and you go, where can I go that we could really do something?
Right.
Dallas is a place. New York is a place.
Mhm.
Especially with you guys have a lot of cap room.
Yep.
So like both franchises have really made their case as a real destination again. And
Yep.
I mentioned this on Ruben's podcast. Dallas is a big market.
Yeah, it is.
They just don't act
Yeah.
like one, and people don't
They
treat
do
it like
not.
one.
Niggas don't know about
But with
DFW.
Luka, that we're becoming a real big market again. With you guys having Julius, having a good season, showing promise, showing commitment to the future. And that's why some people were like, oh, trade for Dame. That would be a very classic Knicks move, even though Dame in New York, I would lose my shit.
If we traded for Damian, no, but that's the
Yeah,
thing
that's
is
a very
I don't.
Knicks move.
I
The
don't-
amount you'd have to give up.
Yeah, we would have to. It would be bad.
That's a lot.
I would like a Damian.
It's
But
a
you know,
lot.
but you know what though? If you told me now just hear me out. Now, if you told me that somehow we kept RJ Barrett, we kept Julius, and
Can't keep both and get Dame.
Yeah, bro. There's no way. There's no way.
Bro,
dude.
that's what I said. Yo,
Bro.
we gotta.
I
I
don't
would
know.
trade
Hey.
everyone on the roster outside of Luca for Dame, and I don't even care who else comes. Literally,
Yeah, bro.
the only thing
That's
I
tough.
did a trade thing just for fun because I was like, let's see if Dame is upset. Porzingis'
It wants to
contract.
go.
Yeah,
It wants to
Porzingis'
go.
contract. Any of the rookies, even though I really like Terrell Terry, I literally wanted to see Tyler Bay in the game just because he's more physical and athletic than Maxey, because Maxey couldn't do anything.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, any of the young players, Porzingis, whoever else you fucking want for Dame, sign me up.
It would be a movie. I
Sign
don't
me
know.
up.
It would be tough.
But then again, that's another place where the coaching search continues. Jason Kidd said he didn't want to go because he feels it's a rebuilding situation. He's right.
Valid.
But another thing where their GM said McCollum and Nurkic and someone else is going to be back next year. I mean, GMs say that shit all the time, but if I'm Dame Lillard, that doesn't make me feel good.
Dame should have never signed that extension.
I mean,
But then
JT
again,
said it best last week, bro. Run from the grind, Dame. Run from the grind.
yeah, it's like we get it. You proved your point, bro. But now to me, all he's proving is that it's just gonna be more and more difficult to win by himself. The more the more and more he works.
Bro, just come to Dallas.
He's not
bro.
young. He's not young anymore. Like he's still great. Don't get me wrong, but he's not young anymore.
We'll pull off a 3-team trade somehow. Porzingis and Dame will be involved. We'll get him to the Mavs. So both him and Luka can be like, damn, our franchises haven't really helped us. Let's just join forces and win.
Man.
And it would be amazing. It's never gonna happen, but it would be nice.
It's a good fan fiction.
Yeah. It's a
There's a lot going on.
It's headcanon. There we go.
Wow.
There we go, anime term.
Yeah, this headcanon is crazy.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on right now with playoffs and all of that. And I said it a couple weeks ago. It's like there's no better time in the NBA. There's no better time in sports to me than the NBA playoffs. Because one, this shit is so fucking lengthy. And two, there's so much shit going on. And there's always some shit that comes through and surprises you.
That's it from us this week, guys. Thank you guys for listening and watching. Go make sure to follow us at Saratobi Sports on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. Listen, that TikTok is still going up. We're close to 40K.
I'm just
Bro,
saying.
so I saw shit and I was like, fuck, I'm on this. I was like, shit.
Yeah, we're close to 40K. We got another one that's close to 1,000. So it's like,
Wow.
hey,
Wow.
I appreciate
bro.
you guys. Yeah,
Yes.
I appreciate you guys, man. I'm hoping we could keep getting that thing going. If any of you are actually listening from TikTok, awesome. And yeah, you guys can also follow me on Twitter at Offended Narwhal.
As for my tag, y'all can follow me on the gram, WorldWideWest_11. All of that good stuff. Make sure y'all staying safe. You know, shit basically open now. So, you know, yeah, fuck it. Wear a mask. Don't. I mean, but wear a mask. Sure.
Ruben?
Yeah, Black Lives
So
Matter.
I will
Hell
say,
yeah.
I'm gonna put a. So you can find me at Reddit Mavericks on Twitter. So if you're fucking listening, and you listen to this and you see that, hey, like I know that you're fucking listening to this podcast because
We know you're
this
listening.
because this podcast, like,
It's for your
yes,
friends.
they talk about sports, which is fucking great. Like, there's a lot of podcasts talk about sports. I love the way that these three guys do it. It's almost like a D Zamero, but for sports, which is great. But the fact that they add on anime is like an added bonus to me. Like, even if I didn't have the Twitter account that I do have under Reddit Mavericks, like, I would listen to these guys every fucking week, man. Like, this is like,
Hell yeah.
this is
much
one of the
appreciated,
podcasts.
man.
Thank you, bro.
I listen to maybe like 6 podcasts in general, bro. Like, and this is like the one podcast that I have. I listen to virtually no sports podcasts, and this is the one that I have on every week.
Hell yeah.
So
Thanks, bro.
if you-
High praise.
Very happy.
So if you fuck with me, if you fuck with my podcast, you should fuck with these guys. Absolutely.
Hell yeah.
So-
I'll take it.
Thank you. And also check out his podcast, even though I don't know how you guys are going to do it with the season being over at Hoops and
Ow.
Advertisements.
You know,
Take a
we'll
break.
think of stuff to do.
Yeah, season 2 when next season starts. I'm
yeah,
sure.
we'll see.
All right, that's it for us. Thank you guys again. We will catch y'all next week.
I got ice in my veins. Walk like a champion, champion, champion. I'm so cold-blooded, I fear nobody. Ain't no letting down, I won't let you down. 'Cause I got ice in my veins. I talk like a champion, like a champion. I'm so cold-blooded, I'm